The Mineral Resources and Energy Department has been identified in being one of the people that are liable in terms of the Lili mine disaster, or one of the departments liable for that. 3 workers were killed when the mine shaft caved in, burying 3 workers of the mine alive in a steel container. We speak now to the portfolio chairperson on Mineral Resources and Energy, Sahlulele Luzipho. Thank you very much, sir, for your time this afternoon. Let's revisit that moment when the magistrate was handing out her judgment.
As to whether the death was brought about by any act or omission, prima facie involving or amounting to an offence on the part of any person, I find the deaths were brought about by the omission of the employer and or mine owner and or mine management to do a proper assessment as required by Section 11 of the Mine Health and Safety Act to determine the possible hazard the crown pillar might have posed to the structures and employees on top of the backfill, and to assess the associated risks in connection therewith, thereby failing to put into place the necessary reasonable measures to mitigate the risk and or to regularly and effectively monitor the risk in order to contain it. In addition thereto, the failure of the South African Police Services and the Department of Minerals and Energy to assist the Lili mine management in their efforts to combat illegal mining and or to effectively and constructively address the problem of illegal mining, thereby failing their constitutional duty.
Mr. Luzipho, sir, is it just lip service, the issue of tackling illegal mining on the part of the Department of Mineral Resources, at least?
Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to viewership. I can't speak for the department and I can't generalize, but I can safely say it's for the first time in my ears I hear that there was illegal mining taking place in Lili mine. And that is an issue that one will have to go through and study the judgment. Even in the presentations by the company itself, there's never been a mentioning that there was illegal mining taking place, except one member in the portfolio committee who raised concerns during, probably about 2 years ago, that with the lapse of time, due to the processes of business rescue practitioners, which is a common occurrence in almost all gold mines, the moment they are not fully operational or officially operational, they become a seedbed for illegal mining activities, which is why, even on the recommendations of the portfolio committee, we made a recommendation that there is a need to harmonize the Companies Act and the MPRDA so that the issues that relate to delays due to business rescue processes are also finding an expression. But I'm quite a bit unsure now that the issue of illegal mining is arising. And the question will be, at what extent? Because once you've got illegal mining in an operational mine, you then have to report that there is an activity that is taking place. It may raise suspicions now that there would have been illegal mining taking place, but undeclared. And it is one of the things that will raise that in some instances we do suspect that companies that are granted rights to operate legally, because they avoid the cost that goes with the legal requirements in terms of taxation, they then resort to some extent to activities of, but we have always said we suspect. So we will have to follow up this issue now that is emerging, that the prior or even during this incident on the 5th of February, when it took place, there was already illegal mining taking place there.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for availing yourself this afternoon, and hopefully we are able to invite you at a later stage once you have done your own investigations, because it is said that container was swallowed by the ground due to illegal mining. And so thank you for now for your time. Mr. Sahlulele Luzipho is the portfolio chairperson on Mineral Resources and Energy in Parliament.